WASA, schools, are you ready? WASA, we in the know. WASA, we just do WASA.
WASA's 5th National Schools Quiz Competition in the know with H2O. WASA 50 years and beyond.
This year we talking history.
The history of WASA, the water and wastewater sector and future plans.
WASA, so if you're ready, show us what you know in the know with H2O. WASA, 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the know with H2O. WASA.
WASA, water security for every sector. Deliver it, sustain it.
Two schools have already progressed to the semi-final phase of competition. Today we'll discover who will be the third. This is WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition in the know with H2O, 50 years and beyond. I'm Vernon Ramisar, and welcome to another compelling quarterfinal matchup as we search for the ultimate winner in this year's competition. Now, a lot of work goes into preparing for a competition like this. Sacrifices have to be made on the part of students, teachers, organizers, and even families. So to have reached this far is an honor in itself. Teams, you should all be proud. Well, St. Joseph Convent, St. Joseph, and Vishnu Boys Hindu College have already made the grade. Let's see who joins them today. But before we go any further, here are the rules.
The buzzer should only be tapped after the moderator finishes reading the question. If the buzzer is tapped prior to the moderator completing the question will automatically be passed to the opposing team. There are 5 rounds of competition. During rounds 1 to 4, students are restricted from communicating with each other. Participant 1 on either team will answer question 1 alone. Participant 2 on either team will answer question 2, etc. If any student is found answering another's question, the student will be disqualified. 100 points will be awarded for all correct answers. 0 points will be awarded for incorrect answers and for partially correct answers. The judges will decide to award 50 or 75 points or ask for clarification towards awarding the total of 100. Teams can earn a maximum of 2,000 points, that is 20 questions by 100 points. If a team is asked a question and does not answer it correctly, the question will be handed over to the other team to answer. If the second team answers correctly, they are awarded 50 points, that is, half of the points. The judges can also award 25 points for a partially correct answer. During round 5, students can collaborate as this round offers team questions and hence the answer can be discussed. Questions will be posted to the teams individually. After the host reads the question, a total of 15 seconds will be given to participants to collaborate and begin their response. If a team fails to begin their response within the allotted 15 seconds, 0 points will be awarded for the question. The judge's decision is final.
Those were the rules, and now your judges. Joining us today is Head Judge Roger Karam, Senior Manager Regulatory and Emergency Management. Sarah Jade Gavaya, Environmental Specialist. And Ruben George, Public Education Officer. As usual, they're all employees of WASA. Well, the ultimate winner of this year's quiz will walk away with $100,000 cash for their school and a uniquely designed championship trophy. These prizes go along with the esteem of becoming the winner of WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition in the know with H2O, 50 years and beyond, as well as joining the ranks of past champions. With us today are Hillview College and San Juan South Secondary. Vindev Udit of Hillview College, who's on your team?
On my team is Imzan, Savitur, Samir, and myself.
Thank you very much. And now Akila Abdulatif of San Juan South Secondary, please introduce your teammates.
My team is Rondell Lewis, Ronaldo Ferguson, Kayla Pope, and myself, Akila Abdulatif.
Thank you very much, Akila. Well, we take a short break, but when we return, the action begins. Keep it locked to CTV or stream with us on ctntworld.com. WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition in the know with H2O, 50 years and beyond. We'll be back after this.
So if you're ready, show us what you know in the know with H2O. WASA, 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the know with H2O. WASA.
When when they run the pipeline and they put on the water in the tap, everybody feels so good that you know water after so many years.
I talked to all my neighbors and they were so happy to know that we getting water.
No, I don't have no problem like this. I'm glad that I have running water for me and for my daughter.
WASA, celebrating 50 years of service.
When you waste water, you waste one of the most precious resources on earth. Without water, the little things you do will be almost impossible to accomplish, and your life will never be the same. Don't waste water. Fix your leaking tank and leaking taps. Use a bucket or a watering can instead of a hose. Don't leave your tap running. Only wash large loads of clothes. And remember to only use what you need to get the job done. Water we need. Don't waste it. A message from the Water and the Sewerage Authority.
So if you're ready, show us what you know. In the know it is to old. WASA, 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the know it is to old. WASA.
And welcome back to WASA's 5th National Secondary School Quiz, In the Know with H2O, 50 years and beyond. Coming to you live from WASA's Public Education Center in St. Joseph and transmitting on the #1 station for local programming, CTV. Teams, before we get the ball rolling, let's get reacquainted with the categories. History of the water sector. History of the wastewater sector. Social, economic, and leadership impacts. Future plans beyond 24/7 in 2015. And corporatization. Quarterfinal 3, round 1, history of the water sector begins now. Team captains, Akila and Vindev, you get the first question. Identify 2 requirements of WASA as stipulated by the Water and Sewerage Act 16 of 1965. Hillview.
To provide a suitable water supply for all citizens of the country, and to provide a good wastewater removal system.
Judges.
We'll accept that 100 points.
Thank you very much. And you'll see the full answers on your screen there. There are a lot of different ones. And now I'll call forward the second contestants, Kayla and Imzan. Multiple choice, please wait till I've read all of the options. What is the daily estimated demand for water in Trinidad and Tobago? A, 244 million gallons a day, B, 38 MGD, C, 270 MGD, and D, 45 MGD. San Juan South.
A, 244 MGD.
That is incorrect. Go over to Hillview now.
C, 270.
That is correct, 270 million gallons a day. And now Ronaldo and Saboteur. Multiple choice again, wait till I've read all the options. During the period 1965 to 1975, WASA's total water production increased to how many million gallons per day, MGD? A, 60 million gallons a day, B, 75 million gallons a day, C, 140 MGD, or D, 65 MGD? San Juan South.
The answer is D, 65 MGD.
And the answer is correct, 65 MGD. And now Rondell and Samir. In 1996, what type of water source did the Tobago Water Project focus on developing? Hillview.
A clean, sustainable water source.
Judges?
Sorry, the answer is incorrect.
Over to Rondell of San Juan South.
Supplying water supplying more water for Tobago.
That is also incorrect. The answer is groundwater sources. Well, that, my friends, brings us to the end of the first round. So without further delay, let's dive into round 2, the history of the wastewater sector. So once again, Akila and Vindev. Now, this is a multiple choice. Please wait till I've read all the options. Which of the following secondary schools did not have a wastewater treatment plant built in 1985? A. Tabakit Comprehensive School, B. Mayaro Composite School, C. Marabella Senior Secondary School, D. Rio Claro Senior Comprehensive School. San Juan South.
Tabakit Comprehensive School, A.
A is correct. Well done. And now Kayla and Imzan. Multiple choice again. Please wait till I've read all the options. Which of the following wastewater treatment plants, WWTP, was not built in 1985? A. Balmain Gardens, WWTP, B. Mid-Center Mall, C. Eldorado Gardens, or D. Maloney Gardens? San Juan South.
D. Maloney Gardens.
That is correct. We're going to take a break and be right back.
So if you're ready, show us what you know. In the know it is to WASA, 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the know it is to WASA.
Right now, we getting water all on the mountain top. You understand? Real water. Water you can make a big man cry then. You understand?
We are getting water on time. Water galore till it bursts in pipe. Thank you, WASA.
Thank you to WASA for the water that they ran on the hill.
WASA, celebrating 50 years of service.
When you waste water, you waste one of the most precious resources in the world by filling up the sink when we wash our dishes, taking shorter showers, and by fixing leaking water tanks. We can save millions of gallons of water every day and still get the job done. Remember, we need water because without water, your life will never be the same. Water, use only what you need. A message from WASA.
So if you're ready, show us what you know. In the know it is to WASA, 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the know it is to WASA.
I hear my son waking me about 10 and tell me, Ma, get up, look at our water, look, we get water in the pipe.
We managed to get a nice water supply. I wouldn't lie, that is the best thing I ever see happen in this beach area and community.
WASA, celebrating 50 years of service.
When you waste water, you waste one of the most precious resources in the world by filling up the sink when we wash our dishes, taking shorter showers, and by fixing leaking water tanks. We can save millions of gallons of water every day and still get the job done. Remember, we need water because without water, your life will never be the same. Water, use only what you need. A message from WASA.
So if you're ready, show us what you know. In the know it is to WASA, 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the know it is to WASA.
Welcome back. I think we've worked out our technical problems now. In the interest of fairness, the judges have determined that we'll ask a different question now to Ronaldo and Salvatore. So here we go. This one's going to be multiple choice. Wait till I've read all the options at the end. The Greater Port of Spain Sewage System study was undertaken in 1998 to determine a master sewage plan in which year? A, 2020, B, 2010, C, 2030, or D, 2025? San Juan South.
C, 2030.
2030 is absolutely correct. Well done. And now Rondell and Samira. Multiple choice. Wait till I've read all the options. How many wastewater treatment plants were identified for rehabilitation during a 1996 feasibility study? A, 12, B, 21, C, 11, or D, 15? San Juan South.
C, 11.
That is absolutely correct. Well done. Well, the teams have tested their knowledge in the first two rounds, but there's still 3 more to go. We take a short break and come back. with the scores. This is WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition in the know with H2O, 50 years and beyond.
So if you're ready, show us what you know in the know with H2O. WASA, 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the know with H2O. WASA.
Right now, we getting water all on the mountain top. You understand? Real water. Water can make a big man cry then. You understand?
We are getting water on time. Water galore till it bursts in pipe. Thank you, WASA.
Thank you to WASA for the water that they ran on the hill.
WASA, celebrating 50 years of service.
When you waste water, you waste one of the most precious resources in the world by filling up the sink when we wash our dishes, taking shorter showers, and by fixing leaking water tanks. We can save millions of gallons of water every day and still get the job done. Remember, we need water because without water, your life will never be the same. Water, use only what you need. A message from WASA.
So if you're ready, show us what you know in the know with H2O. WASA, 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the know with H2O. WASA.
Welcome back. You're viewing CTV for WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition in the know with H2O, 50 years and beyond. Judges, the scores thus far. San Juan South Secondary, 500 points. Hillview College, 150 points. Well, in round 3, we focus on social, economic, and leadership impacts. Let's begin with team captains Akila and Vindev. Multiple choice, please wait till I've read all the options. In what year was the Water Resources Agency attached to the Water and Sewerage Authority? A, 1976, B, 1972, C, 1974, or D, 1978? Hillview.
A, 1976.
That is absolutely correct. Well done. And now Kayla and Imran. Your question. In what year did an unusually long dry season result in water curfews to parts of south and central Trinidad, while Tobago was dependent on truck-borne water supply? San Juan South.
(1826).
No, that is incorrect. Hillview?
1996.
That is also incorrect. 1987. So we ask now for Ronaldo and Salvatore to come up for question 3 in the round, which is going to be multiple choice. Who was the Chief Executive Officer of WASA in 1995? A, Mr. Emmanuel Romaine, B, Mr. Leo Martin, C, Mr. Errol Grimes, or D, Mr. Sultan Khan? San Juan South.
B, Mr. Leo Martin.
That is incorrect. Over to Hillview.
E, Mr. Emmanuel Romaine.
That is correct. Well done, Hillview. And now Rondell and Samir. Multiple choice again. So wait till I've read all the options at the end. Which of the following WASA regional offices was opened in 1980? A, Lowlands Regional Office, Tobago. B, Q Place Regional Office, Port of Spain. C, Trin City Regional Office, or D, St. James Street Regional Office, San Fernando? Hillview.
B.
B, Q Place Regional Office is correct. Well, with 3 rounds successfully completed, we're halfway to finding out which one of these 2 teams will be our 3rd semi-finalist. In the spotlight for round 4 is WASA's future plans beyond 24/7 in 2015. Team captains once again, Akila and Vindev. Multiple choice. Please wait till I've read all the options. Which of the following water treatment plants, WTP and Tobago, is not listed for refurbishment works as part of WASA's 24/7 plans? Not. A, Corland WTP, B, Hillsborough West, C, Highland Road, or D, Richmond? San Juan South.
Highland Road water treatment plant.
That is incorrect. Over to Hillview.
B, Hillsborough West.
That is correct. Well done. Now Kayla and Imzan. Multiple choice, fill in the blank, wait till I've read all the options. Fill in the blank. A new booster station was constructed at South Oropouche to better supply communities from La Brea to blank. A, Point Fortin, B, Rousselac, C, San Fernando, or D, Otaheite. Hillview.
B, Rousselac.
That is incorrect. Over to San Juan South.
A, Point Fortin.
Also incorrect. The answer is Otaheite. Thank you both. Now Ronaldo and Saboteur. Multiple choice again. Wait till I've read all the options at the end. Which of the following communities did not benefit from the Hollis Trunk Main Replacement Project? A, Laho, B, Valencia, C, Bonaire, D, Tunapuna. San Juan South.
A, Laho.
That is incorrect. Hillview?
D, Tunapuna.
That is correct. Well done. And now Rondell and Samir. What is the expected outcome of the universal metering program? Hillview.
To help the country conserve water.
Judges?
Could you please elaborate on your response?
Sorry.
Could you please elaborate on your response?
Well, basically, the metering program is, well, to help the country conserve water by informing the public about the dangers and stuff about wasting water.
We'll award 50 points.
Okay, thank you. The answer was reduced demand. With only one round to go, who will be the third school to enter the semi-final rounds of the competition? Stay tuned to CTV, WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition. In the Know with H2O, 50 years and beyond. We'll be back in a flash.
So if you're ready, show us what you know. In the Know with H2O, WASA, 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the Know with H2O, WASA.
I could wash, I could clean, I could do house chores and life better.
Rich Plain can feel proud of its name now with a better supply of water from WASA. Thank you, WASA.
WASA, celebrating 50 years of service.
When you waste water, you waste one of the most precious resources in the world. By turning off the water while we brush our teeth and by using a watering can to water our plants, using a bucket to wash our cars, we can save millions of gallons of water every day and still get the job done. A message from the Water and Sewage Authority.
So if you're ready, show us what you know. In the Know with H2O, WASA, 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the Know with H2O, WASA.
Thanks for keeping it on CTV for WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition. In the Know with H2O, 50 years and beyond. Only one round separates us from our third semi-finalist. Let's have a quick look at the tallies thus far. San Juan South Secondary, 500 points. Hillview College, 550 points. Moving right along, we enter the 5th and final round, where students are free to collaborate with their respective teammates to come up with the answers to questions based on corporatization. San Juan South Secondary, you won the toss earlier and have elected to go first. So the first question goes to you. Here we go. Multiple choice. Which of the following was a focus of Singapore in its evolution from survival in the 1960s to efficiency and economic stability in the 1970s? A, sophisticated telecommunication and IT. B, world-renowned water and electrical systems. C, increasing and improving productivity. D, world-class transportation systems.
C, increasing and improving productivity.
Exactly what I have. Well done. Over to Hillview now. Multiple choice again. After Metropolitan Water and Sewage Service, MWSS of Manila, Philippines, successfully public offering in March 2005, what percentage of the company was owned by the public or employees? A, 11.7%, B, 39.7%, C, 33.5%, or D, 7.8%.
D, 7.8%.
That is incorrect. So I'll offer it over to San Juan South.
B, 39.7%.
Guess what? That's correct. Well done. Staying with you now. Name 2 benefits of the Japanese corporatization model. Judges saying the time is up, so I'll pass the question over to Hillview.
An increased work ethic and better water distribution.
Judges?
I'm sorry, that question, the answer is incorrect.
All right, if you look on the screen, you'll see all the various options that we could have been asked. But we stay with you for question 4. Public Utilities Board, PUB of Singapore, has responsibility for all water-related affairs. Identify 2 areas.
It is responsible for the laws related to water and public education.
Judges?
We'll award 50 points.
All right, well done. And you see the answers there: policy formulation, planning and infrastructure, autonomy in decision-making, complete jurisdiction over the water sector. That concludes the question and answer segment for quarterfinal round 3. In a few minutes, we'll reveal the scores and find out who moves on to the semi-final round. More to come on WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition, In the Know with H2O, 50 years and beyond.
So if you're ready, show us what you know. In the know with H2O. WASA, 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the know with H2O. WASA.
In just 4 short years, the level of 24/7 water distribution has changed dramatically from 18% to an impressive 73%. The accelerated infrastructural development conducted across the country has ensured that many areas received water for the very first time.
Very happy when we got water for the very first time in life.
Thank God we get some water now.
Everything is a whole lot better.
Look, we get water in the pipe.
So happy. We just cannot express how happy we are.
Now I don't have no problem again.
Celebrating the joy now flowing across the country.
Forming and educating the nation, especially the young ones, about water.
how it's won and processed, and how it should be protected are just a few of our major responsibilities here at the Public Education Center. The enjoyable learning environment, cultivating conservation habits, developing healthy relationships, and giving our public an appreciation of the environment in which we produce water. WASA's PEC, the region's only public education center on water.
So if you're ready, show us what you know. In the know it is to WASA, 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the know it is to WASA.
Welcome back to WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition in the Know with H2O, 50 years and beyond. After 5 intriguing rounds of competition, we've come to this juncture. Here we'll find out who moves forward and whose journey ends. Remember, whichever of you make it through today, please note that you both made your respective schools very proud. Judges, the final scores, please. San Juan South Secondary School, 650 points. Hillview College, 600 points. Congratulations to San Juan South Secondary School. Well done as well, Hillview. Very, very close indeed. Good luck to the remaining schools. I'm Vernon Ramos. So join us again tomorrow at 5 p.m. on CTV or streaming live on ctntworld.com for quarterfinal round 4, where we'll see St. Mary's College square up against Presentation College Chaguanas on WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition in the Know with H2O, 50 years and beyond. Bye for now, and thanks for viewing.
WASA, schools, are you ready? WASA, we in the know. WASA, we this to WASA.
WASA's 5th National Schools Quiz Competition in the Know with H2O. WASA 50 years and beyond.
This year we talking history.
The history of WASA, the water and wastewater sector, and future plans.
WASA. So if you're ready, show us what you know. In the Know with H2O. WASA 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the Know with H2O. WASA.
WASA, water security for every sector. Deliver it, sustain it.